And we're live, people. So come along over. We are live, and I'm waiting on you guys whilst I'm drinking my tea. That was a loud slurp. Oh, sit up in my chair here. Get some people coming along anytime soon. Facebook takes a minute to inform you guys that I have gone live, I have realized. Hello, Susie. I'm just waiting on people coming in. Facebook takes an age to inform people that I have gone live. Hello, Victoria. We're just waiting on some folks getting their ass in here so that I don't have to repeat myself like 3,000 million times. Hello, Susie, my lady. You're like my bestie today. I'm still looking at those pictures you sent me that are like all sparkly because they're so cool. Where is everyone? Like, I told them all to be here. How rude. They need to move their butts. They're going to miss all the fun. Because, boy, have we got some fun planned tonight. And we're going to do the giveaway book. Da-da-da-dum. The book that I could not actually describe. And I'm not going to do any better this week. So don't ask me what it's about, because you'll get the same response, which I'm pretty sure was lame. I think it's about godlike people who exist in another realm that might be under the sea. I don't know. Hello, James. So this is last week's book, and we're going to pick a winner for this week, because a few people entered, even though I have no clue what the book is about, and I didn't have a very good try at telling you what the blurb was about. There is actually a blurb, as I discovered. It's on the inside cover. I was looking for it, and now I found it. And it didn't help me in any way better describe what this book is about. So that is last week's book, and I'm going to be drawing that in like 5 minutes. This week's book, we have gone for a completely different genre this week. We have gone for, I actually don't know, I think it's chick lit. It might be romance, actually. I think it might be romance. Or contemporary. It's probably contemporary. This is this week's book that you have a chance of winning, and I will tell you more about it as soon as more people get in here. So this is just chit chat while people catch up, because quite a few people are supposed to be coming to this live tonight. So while I have a small group, does anybody have anything they want to talk about tonight? That while the comments are quite calm and not crazy, you can ask me right now before it gets super busy. These are usually the quiet parts. Hello, Melissa. That is my sister. She's a photographer. If you like really arty photography, then stalk her, just because. And she's my sister, so, you know, make friends with her, because, you know, we like sisters sometimes. Hello, Tasha, my niece. So as I was saying, before it gets really busy like it did last week, because the video, once it gets to like 10 minutes in, the comments start going crazy. If you've got anything you want to ask, oh, I look pretty, makeup and everything. Yeah, once a week, Melissa, once a week, I actually haul my ass in the shower and get clean. Although, I have to admit, I am wearing a onesie, because we have decided that every week should be onesie night on a Wednesday. While you're sitting watching me, you have to wear a onesie, because this is the new thing, Wednesday night onesies. I'm going to buy a special one with a hood and everything. Hello, Tasha. So if anyone's got any questions they want to ask before it gets busy, then feel free, because when the chat gets busy, I sometimes miss the comments because they freeze. So more people are arriving, so I'm going to do the first book now. Last week we talked about this book. This is a giveaway book. I think it's fantasy. Not actually sure. Something to do with the sea. I have no idea. I haven't read it, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend to know what it's about, because I really don't. My cat's maybe going to get slaughtered during the video here because he's doing my head in. And I'm going to draw this right now to get it out of the way, because I will forget. So we have the magical winning unicorn that holds all the names of the possible winners every week. We still haven't named this. I think we should name him because every week he comes out and he doesn't have a name. So we need name suggestions in the comments if you're watching this for the magical raffle, whatever this thing is, giveaway unicorn. Okay, I'm going to pick one. I have one in my hand. The winner for this book, if I can get it open, is Wendy Clark. There we go. Wendy, you have won the magical sea book that I don't know what it's about. But it's a hardback and it's pretty. And if you don't like it, just, you know, put it on your bookshelf because it's pretty. So that's Wendy. I will give you a PM after this video. Lucy's call him Lena. That's a good name for a unicorn boy. Hello, Wendy. You just joined us. I told you you won the book. You have a question. Why are you against Jake? Oh, we will be talking about that soon. Team Ari. Team Ari, people. Wednesdays, you want to wear pink. Okay, Melissa. That sounds like a challenge. I might buy a pink onesie. I was actually going to wear a pink onesie. I put it on because I've got a fluffy one and I broke the zip. So I've actually got on Ross's onesie because he's not here and he's lame and it's mine now. Wendy, send me your address and I will send you that book. Okay, the next book, this one. The Trouble with Henry and Zoe. This is a brand new paperback. I don't know when it was released. I just like the cover. And, you know, I'm a cover whore, so. This says it is about Henry and Zoe have more in common than they realise. They both have past they'd rather leave behind. After he jilts his childhood sweetheart on the eve of their wedding. What an asshole. He makes a break for London. He has no friends. Clearly, he just dumped his girlfriend. Zoe has great friends. Well, she should stay away from him then. 2 jobs, a new house, and a big scary plan. Blah, 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 blah. If Henry and Zoe had met 1 year ago, things might have worked out differently. Clearly not, because he already proven that he was an unreliable man who jilted his bride at the altar. But that's not the way life works. They meet 7 months after the worlds have been turned upside down. Wait a minute, backtrack. He left his bride at the altar, yet his world was turned upside down. Is anyone else having a moment here? I'm sure it's a very good book anyway. This is called The Trouble with Henry and Zoe. You can find it on Goodreads. I never read the reviews. Like I said, I bought it because the cover was pretty. And I'm a total cover whore. So if you want to win this book this week, it will be for 7 days, and Facebook is trying to block all your comments for notifications. Just write, enter me in the comments. Enter me. I'm pretty sure it's probably a good book. I mean, it's a pretty long book. It's a pretty book, and it's been properly published by like a real publisher, so it can't be that bad, right? If you're not sure, go and look on Goodreads and see the reviews. Something I should have done, but was too lazy to do. Okay, comments. Hey, Charlie. Who's Charlie? Did I miss someone? Nope, I have no clue. Team Jake in the house. Look, Beatrice. Team Ari, all the way. We will win. This is going to turn into an outright war, and you don't know what's coming next week. So be prepared with all your little Team Jake flags, because Team Ari is going to wipe the floor with y'all. Okay, now we have more people here. I should maybe explain the Team Jake, Team Ari, because as the night goes on, you're probably going to see annoying fans come in and shout, Team Jake, love Team Jake. We have a war going on in my fan group, an actual war. Jake is the male lead in the first 3 Carrero books. Everyone loves Jake. Jake is wonderful. We all love Jake. Eric, his brother, is the lead in the following 3 books. And Eric is nothing like Jake. He's completely different. And we are torn. We are a torn group of fans. Some are Team Jake lovers, some are Team Eric lovers. You can decide if you read the books. But this has become personal. And they have been slating Team Ari. So Team Jake, bring it, sisters. This is happening. Hello, Lisa. Right, come on, people. I need some questions here. The comments have frozen. Oh, there is more. We need something to talk about this week, because every week I do this live and it's pointless me going over the same books all the time, because most of you are reading them or have read them. So I need some actual questions and topics to be talking about. And yes, you can throw in your team Addy hashtags during this live. I don't mind. Throw them away. Throw them in. Team Jake people, you'll probably get poisoned after this, but never mind. When you gonna kill Jake? I have been thinking about it. A family tragedy is maybe needed in the next book. A lot of mourning women. But then again, he is kind of my bestseller right now, so kind of torn. Should I poison the Jake? Should I not poison the Jake? Maybe I should just mess him up a little bit. I really am considering it. Okay, do we have any questions concerning writing? Because I know quite a lot of people here tonight wanted to get into the writing aspect of things, ask me questions about how I write, how I work, any tips I had. No! There's a Jake fan, a Team Jake fan right there. Yep, I see you. So be prepared next week, people. I'm coming prepared next week with my Team Addy get up. I'm going to be all Team Addy next week. You'll see. That is my son interrupting me. Does anyone have any questions or any topics that they wish to discuss? Or I will just sit here and pose. Do some blue steel moves. I could probably pull that off. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, all about the Addy. We are all about the Addy right now. Particularly because that's the book I'm writing. If you want to see my mug, I'd rather be a unicorn. It's my mug of tea. Come on, people. We had stuff to talk about. Oh, how could I forget this? Hello, it's like 2 days away. In 2 days, Carrero Book 5 goes live. And not just the ebook. Today we submitted the paperback. So it should actually be live for the 2-day release. Who's excited about that? The Carrero 5 is called The Journey. You're coming up as you again. It's okay, Jackie, I know it's you because you're the only one that does it. So yeah, that's live in 2 days. And everybody's all excited. The pre-orders have been going crazy on Amazon. We have lots of people pre-ordering the book. And they're all just waiting for the book to be released. Do you see that child? That child's going to get beaten. I may harm a child during this live. Just look away. Pretend you see nothing. It's normal. It's okay. Go away. She has speed dial to child services, so it's fine. As I was saying, it goes live in 2 days. 2 freaking days. I'm so freaking excited because the beta readers, however many of you there is now, 7, I actually don't know. You have been in love with this book, hence the Team Addy. When you see the war is going to get big, girls. The war right now is minimum because only 7 of you have read book 2. You wait till it goes live in 2 days. Then we'll see whose team is winning. Whose team will reign supreme because book 5 is a game changer and Team Addy is going to be on top. You hear what I'm all saying? You were on the wrong page, Kerry. Yeah, I used to do it on my author page, but it wasn't informing people that I was live. So I moved it to this page, and now it informs people. So yeah. My best book ever. Yes, Lisa, it is. I agree. It is. Until the next one. Then that'll be my best book ever. So, can everyone see the videos breaking up? How noisy are you? Sorry. Seriously, she's pouring cereal and it's 3,000 horses just ran through my kitchen. My video to me is breaking up. Could you pour any louder? Are you doing that on purpose? No. Seriously, it's like a microphone in the bowl. Team Jake, my ass, Jackie. Come on, people. We need a conversation topic before I slaughter a child for excessively loud cereal pouring. That is a crime. I reckon they should bring a law in that I will snap that hand off, that allows you to throat punch your own child when they make excessive noise. I think that should be a law. Okay, sorry, I was just reading messages there. Someone is messaging me that's not in the live. My comments have frozen. Okay, there we go. 999. You can call 99 if you want, but has it not changed to 111 or something now? I'm not talking to you.
Here.
Don't have children. They're the bane of your existence. They're fine when they're little and
We're
they
great.
kind of cute, but then I swear to God, life means nothing in this house. You leave. You shut up. Get out. As I was saying, don't have children. They get to this age and then you just hate them. This is my son. For annoying me, he's getting dragged in. Shout at this child. Shout at him. Right, go away.
Mom.
No, don't.
Right, hello, Crystal. Well, that was an aggressive hello.
Ooh, nice name.
Just as well you don't come here for professionalism, because that's never going to happen. How do you think people will cope with Aryan Book 2? Ooh, good question. I think people are, at the moment, hating him a little bit. They're going to be probably a little bit slow to like him again. And then they're maybe just going to love him, but also want to slap him a lot and punch him in the face. Because I kind of like to do that with characters. Hi, Zach. Jackie says, Zach, you better say your hellos and goodbyes right now, Jackie, because he's getting poisoned after this live, and I'll probably not have him around ever again.
Nobody said hi to me.
And Chloe's saying hello. Right, you two. Vamoosh. Can't hear myself think. That means get out in a nice way. Because what I really want to say is probably not legal. Pour me a bowl, you're hungry. Would you like some Cocoa Pops or would you like some Cheerios? Because I think that's the choice tonight.
No, we have honey.
See, this is the downside to having a live at this time. I pushed it forward half an hour, and this is the time my children decide to get supper. So, as my craft writing area is right next to the kitchen and is open plan.
Why don't you move it?
Oh yeah, why don't I move it? I'll move a whole room.
When you get a new
I
house.
should build a wall is what I should do, and put a door on it that locks and stabs people that try to come through. Now my dog is through in the other room barking at the TV. Like, what? This is the worst live ever.
Open the door, Zach.
Right, leave,
I want out.
leave, go,
I don't
go,
like this woman.
shut the door, goodbye.
No, wait, I have a pencil.
You can take the pencil.
Nope.
Okay, you noticed you were annoyed with Emma. Goodbye. Even when leaving to give me silence, they are noisy. Really. Okay, so that's kind of what I do with my characters. I want you to love them and hate them and love them again and feel sorry for them and then want to punch them in the face and then love them again and be left feeling so crazy mixed up that you don't even know who you like anymore, and there's a good chance you probably don't like any of them. That's how I write. And my comments have frozen. Now that the chaos has calmed, let us have some questions. We need questions, people, because we're talking about Cheerios and Cocoa Pops and eating Chinese. Oh, eating Chinese. I might come with yours, Lisa. I could do with some Chinese right now. People on the comments, I will go through this again in case you've missed it. The people who have wrecking my house. The people who missed last week's giveaway, it has been won by Wendy Clark. So you can forget about that book now. This week's giveaway book is called The Trouble with Henry and Zoe, and I did try to explain it and didn't make a very good job. I should never try and sell other people's books. I'm not very good at it. It sounds like a guy that ditches his bitch meets a girl who's... I have no idea what her big problem was. She was traveling. A guy who ditches his bitch meets the girl who's in an emotional place, and they meet at a time where they're clearly not ready for a relationship. I'm guessing that's what it's about. And it's probably going to end in love. So it's a romance, I'm assuming. I didn't read the reviews. I didn't really read the blurb. I have no idea if it's a good book. I just like the cover. Which is not a good idea when picking a book, but it's what I tend to do. So this week, different genre. Last week was fantasy. The week before was erotica. If you have any questions, what am I even talking about? If you have suggestions, that's a good one, about what books you want to see in the giveaways every week, drop them below. I would love to go look out some books that you might actually want to win, even if they're mine, and stick them in the comments. If you want to enter for this book, it's enter me in the comments, and this will be up for 7 days. And in 7 days' time, I'll announce the winner of this book, and it will be posted to you. This one is not signed because I purchased this book brand new from a bookshop. And there you go. That's it. This week's book. So if there's any books you actually do want me to put in my giveaways, how many boxes of tissues will they take when reading The Journey? Ooh, 1,700. Does that answer your question? Book 5 is a tearjerker, like proper. When I write my books, as emotional as they are for all of you, because I'm evil, I tend to just not really get upset when I write my books. Like, I'll feel the emotions that they feel, but I'm quite a cold-hearted person, so I don't really get emotional. But book 5 may have caused a little tear and a sniff. So that means you're probably going to be bawling. Because, you know, I'm like an emotional cripple and dead inside. I think that's the only reason I do manage to write these books. Questions, people, whilst I have a drink of my brew. Tea or coffee? There's a good question. What do you all drink? We were having a debate in a group about this last week, and I need to know. Are you tea drinkers, coffee drinkers, or nada? What do you drink instead? Vodka is a good answer. Tea or coffee, people? Thanks for the heads up. Your books make me really emotional and you cry all the time. Well, book 5, I am proud to say, is the worst one yet. Even people who are completely stone cold, dead inside, like me, I had a tear. I always ask in author chat, author come down with me, who do you invite? So only authors, Kerry. If I had to ask, whoa, suddenly there's like 5,000 comments. Okay, if I had to do an author come down with me. Ooh, now that's a good one. If she was still alive, Jackie Collins. I would like to meet E.L. James. Just because, you know, she sat in the red room. That's pretty cool. I think I would only just like to meet her though, so I could, like, you know, take a selfie, make out that we're friends so that more people follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I'd invite her for that reason. Lauren Luke is an author that I read. I love her books. They're short novellas. If you ever want to read a sort of light-hearted romance that's not too heavy, a read, they have really good males in them. Like, she's really good at writing a male character. They've got humour in them. I can read one in 2 hours, and they're not the kind of stories that get you really bogged down and emotional. They're kind of feel-good like stories. They're all kind of typical though. Boy meets girl, reason they can't be together, ends in happy ever after. Lauren Luke, I would meet her because her humour in her books, she comes across as like really quick-witted and funny. I think we would get on great. Right now, it's suddenly going so fast. Tea. There's a lot of tea drinker. What do you see all the characters going in the future? Like what? Where do I see them all heading, or like where I see them like ending up? Obviously, Jake and Emma's going to be together forever and have like 3,000 children, and probably become the king of the Carrero family when Giovanni pops his vlogs. I can't tell you where Sophie and Ari are going because book 2 is out in 2 days. So happy. Okay, although I'm drinking a Bailey's hot chocolate now. You're such an alcoholic. I like it. I want to do the come down with me voiceover. I want to go in the Big Brother house for 1 week. I would be awesome in the Big Brother house. In fact, I think I should be in the Big Brother house for 1 week. They should send me in with really annoying people. Because, you know, I'm me. And I would be more annoying than all of them. If you could have any actor play Jake in a movie, who would it be? Well, we have been discussing this for the last 11 months. Jackie, would you like to apply a picture of our Jake? Because I know you're going to do it. It's an opportunity for a Team Jake hashtag. and you're all over that. Tasha, look to the Jackie. She has a Jake person. Lisa, ugh. I'm like, totally. Hello. We need to get some Team Ari pictures up here. Just for the sake of it, Lisa, every time she puts hashtag Team Jake, you should hashtag Team Ari. Just because. Okay? Would love to see you in Big Brother. I think I would be epic in Big Brother. Like, you know. I'm not very domestic, because I know they all have to like do domestic things together. But I could pull my own. I could kill them all with food poisoning. I could like make them food and stuff. Imagine the arguments in that house though. Yeah, that would maybe be a bad thing. I'd maybe kill my career in one fell swoop. Okay. You're down. You're down with that? Okay, you will be the hashtag Team Ari. Every time one of those biatches Team Jake's it, you will Team Ari it. Do we have more questions? I was asked by someone, Team Jake, people, really? I was asked by some writers this week if I would do a little bit about my writing process. I've probably told you all in previous videos. So if anyone has specific questions to that, just throw them at me, because, you know, I don't think my process is particularly special. I just do. So, you know, but then I've been writing since I was 15 years old. So it's not like this is something new for me. I can see the hashtag teams getting frisky in the comments, which is not a bad thing. Carry on. We just wait until Team Alexi appears. That's going to be a complete shambles, because I really don't know which way you're all going to go. The Team Jakes and the Team Aries might have a little bit of confusion. My dog is attacking something on TV again. I swear I should just go and live in a box with a soundproof exterior, because every week it's so noisy in here. Do you plan a book or go straight to a book? A sort of plan-ish. Not really. It's a kind of a weird one. When I'm writing a book, I never have a plan for the next book, like the follow-on book. I usually just have an idea for a story, and when I'm working on that story, things in the story will present that I could turn that book into another book. And then usually by the time I get to the end of that book, it has manifested into what the next part of the story will be. So I don't really plan it on purpose. For example, when I wrote the Carrero trilogy, it was only supposed to stay as 3 books. It was a trilogy. And then in the very last chapters of book 3, it became really obvious to me that Sophie and Arik needed a little exploring just from that one chapter in book 3. The ones who haven't read, I'm not going to say what it is, but there is a part of book 3 where you see Ari and Sophie together, and there's a, there's possibility there. So that's kind of what happened. Do you want a Bambino badge? Actually, I will be uploading the merchandise for the Carreros. My store is offline right now. Initially, it was because of a stock issue. I was having to stock take everything. But more recently, there's actually a problem with one of my payment methods. My Stripe account is causing errors. And anyone that orders through my store and uses Stripe, obviously I cannot access it because there's a problem. So they're trying to fix it. I don't know how long that's going to take. So I can't open my store until they fix the problem with my checkout, in case people use it, because they can't disable it. So in the meantime, I am actually thinking of opening a second store for only merchandise related to me as an author. So Carrero merchandise, Just Rose merchandise, or any other books in the future that come along, and may actually open an official LT Marshall store. If you think that's a good idea, say it in the comments. So please do carry on. That's the kind of thing with me, Lisa. Well, look at what happened in writing book 2. I'm already know there's going to be an Alexei and Camilla book, and that was purely from including them in book 2. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, which you won't because nobody's read book 2 apart from the beta readers, there's a guy called Alexei who comes in for a brief moment, and he is going to be in the next books. Do we have any questions? Well, I'm just sitting here with my tea. My comments freeze. Hello again, James. You've not missed much except girl chat. It's an awesome idea. Is that for the store, Tasha? Yeah, I was thinking about it today because every time I take my Liana Marcel store down, nobody can access the Carrero merchandise. Whereas I wouldn't need to keep stock taking Carrero merchandise because, you know, it's not like hundreds and hundreds of products. It's like repeat products, like the bookmarks and the badges and stuff. So that store could be up all year round. It wouldn't be a hassle. I would just join it onto my original checkout system. So it would take PayPal, debit cards. I think it even does bank transfers now. You can do that through PayPal, but it's all on my checkout. And it's international. So I may as well just open a second store. Hello, Gemma. You took your sweet ass time. What have you been doing? Bathing the kiddly winks? I'm just enjoying a unicorn brew. I've got on a onesie today, Gemma, but it's great because I stole it from Ross because I put on my pink fluffy onesie, and as I pulled up the zip, the whole zipper came off and I was not impressed. Every Wednesday is going to be Onesie Wednesday. Every time I'm live, I'm going to have a onesie on. I'm just telling you now, in case you wonder why they get weirder and weirder every week, because I'm going to collect some. I've decided it's a good excuse to wear a onesie, because I would rather not get dressed. Why did you lie? About? I'm confused. Do you want to see my onesie? It's a grey onesie. Oh, you can't tell. It just looks like a hoodie. Well, that sucks. I've got on a grey onesie. Ah, wait a minute. I'm going to fix it by the power of, you know me. Boom. I don't know why that happens. I'd suddenly become extremely orange. You just bought 3 new onesies. Onesies are awesome. I think, you know, we should all wear them out more often. I'm going to go in a onesie to a red carpet event just for, and fluffy unicorn slippers. That is my goal in life. You know, some movie premiere of some random Carrero film that I heard about that may happen one day. I'm going to go in a onesie and a pair of unicorn slippers just because. Gemma, this is my personal, oh crap, neither it is. Oops. It was supposed to be on my personal profile. This explains the lack of people getting notifications. Duh. Because I've done it on my author page. It was clicked to go on to my main page. That's probably why it's quieter in the comments this week. When I do it on my personal profile, it literally gets so busy so fast. And I've just realised this is on my author page. So I didn't lie. I didn't realise. I messed up. But it's me. This has been my month of messing up. You're a nutter. Yes, I am. That is my middle name. I'll tell you, this month. Okay, so the book issues we had this month with the Carrero Heart 2. It was very stressful to write. October's a bad month for me, and I picked the worst possible month to write an emotional book, is all I'm saying. In the month of October, so much crap happened, I honestly felt like I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Like, it was bad. Those of you who know me personally know, I was not myself in October. There were times where I literally just wanted to just give up. So by the time I finished that book, I'd clearly messed up my brain a little bit with all the emotions in book 5, because when it came to editing and formatting the book, well, I caused loads of problems for myself, and I managed to mess up uploading it. I managed to mess up the designer doing the cover. I even managed to mess up like the ebook on the live, like the thing that they upload as the final copy. I have no clue what I've been doing this month. Everything just went to hell. But as I pointed out, this all happened with Carrero Book 1 a long time ago because I really didn't know what I was doing back then. And that turned out to be like my bestseller. So maybe all these problems are a sign this book is going to be a hit. I hope so. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So yeah, Book 5 live in 2 days. I don't think anyone news came in, but in fact no, some new people came in. This week's giveaway is a romance book. Who is it by? I haven't actually mentioned that. Andy Jones. And it is about a guy who ditches his bitch at the altar, meeting a girl who I didn't actually know what her problem was. Just that her world had turned upside down. So it's about two people meeting that are not in a place for love. And I'm guessing there's lots of issues between them falling in love. Guessing that's why it's called The Trouble with Henry and Zoe. Never read Burb. Never read book. Picked it by the cover. Haven't even looked at the reviews on Goodreads. But I do promise a book every week. And I'm trying to mix up the genres a little bit. So if you want this book, type enter me in the comments. I'm sure it's probably a good book. Yeah, enter ditches his bitch. Well, he totally did. It says right here, I shall read again. After jilting his childhood sweetheart on the eve of their wedding. Who does that? Who does that? It's not just like after ditching his girlfriend of 2 years on the eve of it's his childhood sweetheart. Someone he's known his whole life, probably his best friend. Am I supposed to warm to this book after that? I think he needs a good bitch slap is what he needs. It's probably not even that bad. It's probably one of these books where they have like a mutual agreement on the eve of the wedding that they're no longer in love and it's all very nice and friendly. But using the word jilting kind of suggests he's an asshole that ditches his bitch on the eve of her wedding and breaks her heart and makes her insane, and she'll be jaded for the next man that comes along, and she'll be one of these crazy, jealous, insecure women that, you know, phone him like 500 times a day. You're probably because fear consumes you. I am fearless, like a tiger. Rawr. I was not, you know, what's that word? What's that word, you know, when you project? I was not projecting there. I've never been ditched on the eve of my wedding. I'm just saying, you know, that's what happens to bitches when they get ditched by childhood sweethearts who should know better and treat them with more respect, is all I'm saying. Weddings, oh, ugh, that is a dirty word in this chat. Weddings give me the dry, ugh. Weddings, I'm allergic to weddings. Anyone who's read my books will probably have summarized that. Because I tend to skim them really fast if I have to and put detail in. Can I just tell you the only reason there's any hint of anything like that in any of the books is because Grace bullied me into doing it, and she made me rewrite that chapter 3 times. 3 times. They turn into Natasha. They do. They turn into Natasha. Who's excited for book 2? 2 days, people, and it goes live. Who has pre-ordered a copy of Carrero 5? I keep confusing you if you don't know what I'm talking about. Book 2 and Carrero 5 are the same book. Carrero 4, 5, and 6 are a second trilogy. So it's book 2 of a trilogy. But it's not actually book 2 because that would make it Jake and Emma's book. It's actually Carrero 4, 5, and 6. So book 5, I just confused you all even more. Oh, my comments have stuck. Yep, you're all excited for book 5. Me too. I'm excited too. Now, if only I could convince somebody else to write book 6 whilst I take a long-ass holiday, then I'd be really happy. But, you know, they would probably annoy me by not writing how I wanted it, so... Does anybody have any questions that are a bit more specific? Seeing as this is supposed to be a question and answer hour, and it always ends up with me rambling a lot of nonsense. Hey, people named Natasha are awesome. Natasha, wait till you get to book 4. I'm sorry that I killed your name, is all I'm saying. But, you know, Lisa's in book 5, and I did worse to her name, so I can't help it. I just use the names of people I know because I'm lazy and I can't think up new ones. That's actually more true than you realise. And it's not because I deliberately do it. I don't think, oh, I talk to Lisa a lot, I'm going to put it in the book. It's a subconscious thing that when I'm writing a book, I'll say, right, I need a name for this character. Oh, this name will do it. And it's not till later I'm like, maybe I shouldn't use that name. They're really going to think that's about them, and, you know, that person's an evil bastard. So, sorry if your name is used in my books. It's not intentional. Is Ross home? No, he's not. He is currently driving back from very, very, very far down. They were so far down, they were practically touching the bottom of the country. He called about 2 hours ago and said that he was only at Birmingham. So, it's probably going to be like the middle of the night before he gets home. How dare you, though? You loved me. It was not intentional. It was just a name that, you know, suited her personality. Besides, you go by the name Tasha. Actually, can't even say that because we use the name Tasha in the book a lot. I apologise in advance, Natasha. You know, you may like her, who knows? You may, you know, like, have, like, a connection, and then I don't apologise. Sorry, not sorry. No bitch slaps this week. I bitch slap every week. What are you talking about? It's like the goal of my life to bitch slap everyone. Okay, we need a topic. We have 15 minutes to go, and we need a good topic. You forgive me. See, I'm too lovable to hate forever. Besides, I'm too cheeky to hate forever. I'll just annoy you relentlessly until you love me again. No one will like her. Well, see, I did originally write her to be liked, and somehow it didn't work. The plan was never for her to be disliked. The plan was for her to be that you felt sorry for her, and that you kind of understood why he was having the hard decision that he was having. But somehow, I don't know, it just didn't work out like that. It wasn't intentional. Ross bitch slapped you last week and you never told. Oh, you mean he went like that in my face? Well, he's an arse, that's why. Because that's Ross's terms of affection. He's like me, I'm a very aggressive person. You know, we're Scottish. I walk past him and bitch slap him. He walks past me and flips my nose like he did. He's just an ass. What are you planning for the Carrero anniversary? The Publiversary, I forgot about that. Good call. December the 15th is the official Publiversary of the Carrero Book 1, The Carrero Effect. That basically means it has been a year since the book went live on like Amazon and Smashwords, which means it's also on iBooks, by the way. I found this out just this week. The Carrero Effect is on iBooks. It's also on Barnes & Noble. It's 1 year since it was released, so we're doing like a relaunch because it never had a proper launch when it was first released, because I was an unknown writer and I never had like a following. So on December the 15th, there is an event called the Carrero Publiversary, which is happening on Facebook. You can find the event on my page, I'm sure, or you can look it up and you can join. And on that date, I'm suddenly getting a ton of messages. Amazon have just, it's Amazon, it's okay, it's just about my book. What was I saying? Oh yeah, on the Publiversary, we're going to have a lineup of authors that have booked in for the entire evening. If you go to the event, you can actually see all the authors that are going to be there. They're going to have 1 hour each in the event to publicize their books, have a chat with you, links and giveaways. I will take the first slot. I am the slot that kicks off the event. You can win some Carrero goodies. You can win a signed copy of the book of your choice, because I know a lot of you have already got, I'm going to hiccup, can feel it coming. You've got the book 1, 2, 3, whatever, so you can actually choose the book of your choice. It doesn't even need to be the Carrero book, it can be the Just Rose book. There's going to be some chat and games. I mean, by December 15th, book 5 will have been out for a whole month, and God knows I might even have book 6 near completion by then. So join in, chat, meet new authors. It's just an event to relaunch book 1, which has got a really good momentum going right now. Like, it has been in the top 70 of 100 best selling of sagas for the past 2 days and hasn't moved. It's been in the top 110 for the last 6 weeks. But in the last 2 days, it is now between 50 and 70, bobbing back and forward, and it looks like it's set to stay there for a little while. And I hope it keeps climbing, because if we get it to number 1 of Saga's top 100, I will get an official yellow tag bestseller label on my Amazon account. When are you aiming for book 6 to be finished? I have not set myself an official deadline, because I made that mistake with book 5, and I did it at the worst possible time, and I made myself really stressed, and I think it made it a not enjoyable experience. I was glad when it was over, so I'm not doing that for book 6. I kind of also don't want to rush book 6, because it's the last one of Sophie and Ari, and I'll be saying goodbye to them. So in a way, I don't want to rush that, because I do love my characters. As much as I say I don't like Team Jake, hello, I obviously do love Team Jake. He's in 4 and 5, and he'll be in 6, and he'll be in the Alexei book, as will Ari. So yeah, I don't want to give up quite yet. I'm going to take my time with book 6. So no deadline, no end date as of yet. Okay, there is the link to the event in the comments. If you click on the one that it's coming up as me that's posted it, but it's Jackie. You can join the event, and you will get a notification on December the 15th that the event is happening. And you can either stay for just my slot, which will be the first slot, I think it's 6 o'clock, or you can stay for the entire event. There's going to be something like 10, I actually don't know, 7 or 8 authors that have booked in to sign up. And if you actually look at the author list, some of them you've probably seen the names of before. I know quite a lot of authors now. Yeah, Ari, you're obsessed. Hello, I'm writing about him right now. You never knew me when I was writing about Jake. Ask Jackie how bad I was when I was writing about Jake. It's why she can mess with my emotions with her little pictures. Oh, that was nasty. Team Jake. You say it and it happens. You with your hashtag Team Jake. Team Ari. And no doubt, I'm really shallow. The next book will be all Team Alexei, so. For anybody who is in the middle of the books, what book are you on? It doesn't take you there and you can't copy the link. I will share it on my page when I come off. In fact, I can't even invite you because I used up all my invites, so I will just share the event to my personal page when I come off live. And I'll share it to my author page too, so if you want to come to the event, just click going. I don't think there's many people actually going to it because I keep forgetting to like add people. I'm just reading comments here. Have I missed any? Don't think I've missed any. Any questions? Everyone's gone very quiet. I forgot to tell you. I keep forgetting to share the link. I was interviewed for an American, I don't even know what you call it, an American channel on YouTube that supports authors. I think it's called Go Indie. I was interviewed in a live video by a lovely woman called Marnie, and it is live now. I will remember to share the video if somebody reminds me after that there is an interview up of me talking a lot of crap. You're waiting on book 2 to be delivered. Tasha, have you finished book 1 completely? Or are you still in the process of reading it? Very, very quiet. Okay, people, what is your favourite scene in all the books? Like anyone, even the Just Rose books. What is your favourite part of any of the books? That's a good topic to be having. Doesn't matter where you are in the books, let me know it. And there's a good chance that I'll know what you're talking about if you even just call it by a name. For example, in book 2, there's a certain chapter everyone calls the dance. Did you hear that strange noise? That was weird. There it is again. It sounds like a cat is moaning. Emma's birth scene. Is that in, that's book 4, isn't it? It took you 3 days to read book 1. That's good going, Tasha. Lisa. I can't even say anything because it's not even been released yet. Yeah, that is kind of my favourite in that book. The birth one in book 4. I don't think I have a favourite from the first 3 books. Actually, I can't off the top of my head think of a favourite part of the first 3 books. I liked all of them. You just copied the line, saying it through music. Yeah, I like that in the trilogy. I'm kind of sad that I couldn't keep using that in books 4. Oh, what the hell. In books 4 and 5, but you know, that would have been overdone to death and repetitive. So I really did like the fact that they used songs and music. I know, what was that all about, Manny? Crazy here. They used iPads and cute messages. I like that too. It's because it's live, Jack. They don't work because I would take you away from the live. Ah, see? She knows. She's in the know. Listen to that one. She's smart sometimes. I say sometimes because it's not all the time. Trust me, I talk to her a lot. I'm going to get a bitch slap for that. Anybody else got any favourite scenes from the first 3? Because I can't think of a favourite scene from the first 3. The links will probably work after the live. And that's when Gemma comes after me and punches me in the head, probably. I keep sniffing. I think I'm getting sick. I'm not even joking, right? I'm not somebody that can nap, ever. Like, I don't sleep through the day at all, even if I've been up all night. I mean, the whole time I was writing book 5, I was going to bed mega late and getting up really early, and I was shattered on my feet all day, dying, could not nap. Today, I have not done anything remotely that needs a nap. I lay down on the couch and went to sleep. I never do that, and now I'm sniffing. I think I'm getting sick. Say something. Actually, yes, that has to be a, well, depends which one. There's 2 that come under the Say Something name in the trilogy, Jackie. There's in book 2 Say Something, and there's in book 3 Say Something. So which one is it? The playlist rock. For anyone that is reading the books that doesn't know, there is a playlist for every single book in the Carrero series that if you go onto YouTube and look up Liana Marcel, which is my business channel, and click on playlists, you will find there is a Carrero Effect, a Carrero Solution, and a Carrero Influence playlist, and then there's Carrero Heart book 1 and 2 are joined, and I've just started a Carrero Heart playlist for the 3rd book. You liked it when he had his arms around Emma making Marissa pissed. I did too, because, you know, nothing beats a little bit of girl rubbing in the face. You love the playlist. I like the playlist too. Gemma's been helping me with the playlist for the Heart Book 3, and so far we've got quite a good playlist, because I actually do write the books to playlists. Like, I write the books quickly first to get a rough idea of plot, and then I'll go through and pick songs and make a playlist that I feel fit, and then I'll pad the book and write the book along to the songs so they fit literally perfectly. So if you want the playlist, the links are always there. Lisa, did you actually go back and read the books with the playlist? Did it make a difference to you? Because I've never actually done that. I mean, I write them to the playlist, but I've never actually listened to the playlist while reading them back. So I don't actually know if it works. I know, Jackie, you said you did that quite a lot, and now you listen to the playlist on their own, and you can visualize the scenes for those books when you hear those songs on the radio. So I guess the playlists work, because you can be driving along your car and that song comes on and you said you've immediately thought of a scene from the books, which is a good thing. That's like an epic thing. Massive difference. You got goosebumps. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my hair. Every time I get it out of my face, it like sticks to my hands. What? 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 That was a very Scottish what. What song does it most for you through all three books? Which song stands out that you would hear anywhere and immediately go, Emma and Jake? And over Jackie, it's the Say Something song. I did for the first books and had Google Translate up for all the Italian. Don't do that. I don't know how bad the Italian is in that book. Just guesstimate what he's saying. You don't really need to know. I actually had somebody Italian kind of look at the Italian bits in the book, and he said that they were fine, but I don't know if he was just fed up of hearing from me because there was a lot of Italian in those books. And every time I sent him a message, I could practically feel him eye rolling and sighing really heavily, like, oh, it's that crazy writer again with her stupid Italian. So yeah, every time I sent him one to make sure the translation was like right, he pretty much was like, yeah, sure, fine, in a completely deadpan way that meant I probably didn't even read this. I hope your book sucks. Yeah, that's how that went down. Jessie Ware, the Say Something song. You hear the songs and see scenes. No, it was good. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yes, there's something I actually want to point out. Okay, so there was like a review on Goodreads that pointed out that Jake was not that Italian because he letters his English with Italian words sometimes that don't seem to make any sense. I just want to clarify, I based Jake on a real person that I know who is Italian, who was my aunt. Her name is actually Silvana, so you know. And she did sometimes do that. She had a normal English accent, and she did put in the occasional Italian word, especially affections. And that's just how she was. And occasionally she would speak fluent Italian when it was family, or if she got emotional, she would immediately go into it. But generally, she spoke very normal English with an English accent, and she would say things like, passes the pasta, bambino. Like, that is exactly where that came from. So, this away. That was a real Italian person. The reviewer was a dick. Well, I didn't want to say that, but, you know, you said it. I'll just go with that. Rescue Me. That was hilarious. That was the song that started it, Tasha. I had that idea and I did it for book 1. I think that's the first one, isn't it? The first time he sends it. And it just made me laugh because I could imagine his face thinking he was so clever, thinking he would imagine that was too good and funny and very clever for him to not keep doing, because he's that kind of person. He's just like, I'm the best thing ever. This is amazing. I'm going to do this again. So that's where that came from, and it kind of stuck. Does anybody have any other questions? Do you want to know where the sunglasses idea came from? Or shall I just not spoil everything? It made you laugh too. Well, he uses that through all 3 of the books, Tasha. The talking with music thing is a theme through all 3 books. And it gets very emotional. Not that I would know, because I'm dead inside. Grace is finally here! Grace, you used to be my shadow, and now you're always vacant. You're the missing piece of my heart. Hi, Grace. I always miss these things. No joke, sister. You totally do. And then we bitch slap you for it later. Although me and Jackie kind of like bitch slapping you, so you know, it's all good. Did you want to know where the sunglasses thing came from? I'm getting so bunged up, I actually think I'm getting sick. I can feel it like progressively getting worse. I should have known when I took a nap today that something's up. You do them when I put Mrs. to bed. I know, but if I do them earlier, nobody's here. If I do them later, nobody's here. Everyone's like, tell us. Okay, the shades was me being devious, and I'm really bunged up now. So we all know there's this like extremely famous set of books, and they had a lot of gimmicky things in them that made people rush out and buy certain things, so that when their movies came out, everyone was like, oh, look at my certain gimmicky thing that I bought that's totally related to that movie. And even now, if you buy those certain things, everyone's like, oh, that movie, even though it's nothing to do with that movie. That's what the shades were all about. I went into Carrero Trilogy with a marketing plan in mind of things that I could later turn into merchandise and be gimmicky with. So yeah, it was completely planned. Bambino, sunglasses, and songs were my marketing plan. There we go. I've let out my trade secret.
Look at all those chickens.
Okay.
I'm holding it.
So I decided that he should have something instead of handcuffs that could be connected to him that you immediately think of when you think of Jake Carrero. And the sunglasses and the Bambino were those two things. Yep, I'm a clever bitch. I know. You can praise me later. You always get sick with a book release. I know, but it's delayed this time. I mean, I finished that book like 2 weeks ago. It's normally straight after I get sick. This has been 2 weeks, so maybe I'm just, I don't know. Because normally as soon as I finish the book and it's edited, they get released immediately. This is the first time I've delayed a book by a couple of weeks. So maybe it's not actually the emotion of the book that makes me sick. Maybe it's the stress of the release. They know it's 8:30, they were reminding you. Okay, oh, you hear how blocked I sound? I know, they're just being assholes. Children are assholes. Sharon has just messaged me to ask if I'm live, and I'm just about to leave you all. Does anyone have last questions? The stress of waiting for release. You have lazy flu, it's 2 weeks late. It is. I think it must be more the release than the emotions of the book, because that was a 2 week delay, and I got kind of sick, like I felt run down after, and I definitely had a little bit of emotional exhaustion, but this is like proper sick coming. I can feel it, like my sinuses are closing up. And it's live in 2 days, so must be release related. You're so maternal. Whatever. Look, the only reason those children are still alive is because their father didn't leave me. That's it. He sort of, you know, keeps them that way. If it were down to me, the children would have no chance. I will kill you in your sleep.
Can you do this?
Yes, I can. Good. Be gone. Right, I'm coming off in a minute. See you later. Shut the door. I might not smack you before bed if you leave me be. Oh my god, he wants me to do the Vulcan salute. Do you know how to do a Vulcan handshake? It's a Vulcan handshake. Now get away from me.
You also do this.
People might think I like you. Go away.
You also do this.
My child just rolled his eyes back in his head. Somebody phone a priest. I might have a Bible lying about somewhere. Get out! Leave me be! Shut the door. The child. My child just pointed a fake gun at me. Oh, child. Is that what that is? I'm going to start charging them rent, because I was pretty sure they were like, what do you call those people that live in houses where they're not welcome? Squatters. I was pretty sure I just like managed to gain some squatters.
Police were on Skype.
Get out of my video! My child's apparently just swore on Skype, so I may have to end this live before you hear blood-curdling screaming and a lot of blood.
I didn't.
We are not a pair of nerds. Squatters, definitely. Yes, they should start paying rent from the age of
I'm gonna play Go.
1. Do you like my flowers? Do you like my flowers? They're lovely, aren't they? I need to show you my flowers. Give me them. Bye. So you have some uses. Look how pretty they are. They're like rainbow colours. You could just cuddle my flowers. I like my flowers more than I like my child. Are you listening to dance music? What are you, like 8?
Yes. No,
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Those flowers were from my child. Shut the door, child. It will hurt less if you shut the door when I ask.
Come here.
Oh, Chico, come here. You're my baby. Right, anyway, I'm gonna go. My child got me the flowers. No, they weren't stolen from a garage. They were stolen from Tesco. Because I made number 56 in the top 100 of sagas, and he's completely undone it by annoying me for the last 5 minutes. I got to number 56 of the top 100 of sagas and stayed there for like a whole night, and I'm like still at number, I don't even know what number I am right now, but we're still in the top 60 anyway. So yeah, my son picked me flowers, and because he knows me, and they're like bright rainbow colours, and I like the flowers more than I like him. But do you want to see my real baby child? Baby, come here. He's not, don't run away from me. Come and take my love. Come on in. My child hates me. He won't come to me, runs away when I try to pick him up. I know, I love my dog. I don't love my children. Go, come here. My dog doesn't love me though. Come on. Don't make me coax you. Come on, baby. I hate my dog. My dog's a little shit. He doesn't want me to pick him up because he doesn't like me. But I force my love on him. He has to accept it whether he likes it or not, because I've decided I love him. And I have a very determined kind of love, and he will take that love even if it kills him. Top 50. What? Am I in the top 50 now? I have to go look. I've just found out I'm in the top 50. Yes, Grace. I also need to go and tie my dog to myself because he doesn't love me enough to let me pick him up. So yeah, let's celebrate. We're in the top 50, and I'm looking for the finish button. I'm going to say goodnight, and I'm going to go and pick my dog up and slap my children. So good night, people. I will see you next Wednesday on the live when we will draw the Trouble with Henry and Zoe. Bye.